Right? You've asked him what he wants. You put the shoe on his
You
foot.
seem to be,
Mick, stop interrupting me, please. Can you stop interrupting me,
See that
please?
character there? That's a
Mick,
full stop.
Anthony, hold on. I want to get
not
to a
referencing the
concession.
previous sentence.
You have put the shoe on Anthony's foot and you have said, what do you want me to do? Now he has told you. So how do you address that?
I'm not doing that because that's just silly. Because if you look at that sentence, it's an approximation.
Just silly.
And then it says, see
Okay,
here for
Mick.
discussion.
It's all right. Let's put the steam back in your ears. Your reasonable explanation for keeping in a totally fallacious link is that it's just silly. Okay,
Yeah.
I think we can move on. So
We can move on. Right, now let's focus on this bit here. Nath?
yes, Mick. So you
Lowercase, you don't like the lowercase?
I don't care. You haven't let me finish my first breath of this sentence in this regard. So, Mick, we have an R value, yes? And I would like you to demonstrate your scientific evidence of this R value.
But I don't have any in the...
Well, why are you using it then? I thought the ball was backed by scientific evidence. We are told continually that the whole body of science backs this nonsense.
Let me explain what I'm using that value of R for.
That's not what I asked. I don't care what you're using it for. I'm asking what your scientific evidence of the value is.
I'm just using the one that scientists use.
Sorry? You're telling me that your proof is a consensus from men? Science is a method. Do you understand what science actually is, Mick?
Is a model of...
No, science is not a model. Science is a method, you idiot. So, I'll ask you again, or maybe you need an explanation because you're a bit confused. Do you understand what science is?
Science is an approximation of...
No, science is a method.
Well, the scientific method is a method,
Correct.
but science itself...
No, science is a method. That is science.
Right.
Yes, right. That's what science is. I will ask my question again, Mick. Now you've obfuscated a little bit. So, back to the R value. Apparently, the globe is backed by science. Now I would like to know what your scientific evidence for that value of R is, please.
Well, that's irrelevant, though, because all I'm using...
You are basing the entire calculation on this R value. In your hand-scribbled notes left in one of the comments, presumably by your own hand, it had approximately 9 references to this R value, Mick. So why would you assert that it's irrelevant?
Well, you can actually put in whichever R value you like if you...
Sorry, do we not have a fixed value of R?
No, it's not fixed, actually. It's very...
So the Earth changes shape periodically, does it?
Calculator.
I'm sorry, does your belief in the Earth that is spherical change shape at any time, Mick?
Change shape, no.
Yes, change shape.
All sides.
I.e. the radius value that you plug into your calculator.
Well, the calculator is a particular...
Sorry, you don't seem to be
very
answering my
one,
question.
and it works very well.
Does the radius value for Earth, which is what you use that calculator for, ever change? Ever?
Yeah, it does actually, because...
When on Earth, does the sphere Earth physically change shape and size?
It doesn't physically change, but it changes...
So it does not change. So that R radius value that you use, we can just assert here and now that it's fixed, can we?
Yes, 395...
Excellent. Now we have a fixed value of R, so don't quite understand why you obfuscated and told me that it could be changed. It seems you were, what was the word you used? Confused. Right, Mick?
Changed in real life.
Were you confused about changing Earth's radius value? Were you confused about that?
No, I'm just saying that the calculator lets you change it, so you can do...
Well, we got around that little bit of obfuscation, so back to my original question, Mick. What is your scientific evidence for the value of R? You take your time, Mick. I'm looking for scientific evidence.
I'm just using the standard size.
You're manipulating the radius of the Earth to satisfy the notion that it appears to look flat, but you want it to be a ball.
Well, what value of R would create a flat Earth? It would have to be
one that's significantly bigger.
A flat Earth wouldn't have a R. The maths just has this presuppositional value inserted to the same measurements that we take, Mick. So I'll ask you again, what's your scientific evidence?
Assuming that the Earth is round.
You keep interrupting me, Mick. Can you shut your mouth? Thanks to the Afterlife Now for the super chat. Mick,
he is assuming that the Earth is round.
Mick, I'm asking you a question. I'd like an answer. What is your scientific evidence for the value of R?
He has just answered you, Nate. He said that he's assuming that the Earth is round.
I don't
Sorry,
understand.
he said it's an assumption. Your whole calculator is based on an assumption. You're having a laugh, right? This is backed by
no.
science, isn't
Of
it?
course, you need scientific evidence.
You need
for
scientific
R.
evidence
You
for
need to
this
have
stuff if it's
proof for
asserted
it
by
because you're
science.
basing your
That's not what-
calculations on it.
That's not what the calculator is for. The calculator is using the standard model of the Earth.
Right. So what is your proof for the standard model of Earth?
Yeah, the R
I'm
value
not-
specifically.
That's
R
not what
is
I'm giving you
included.
here.
I'm not giving us science. You're joking. But there's a lot of ball-tards out there that seem to think you are giving them science, Mick.
No, this actually, the calculator gives you you can it's a way of checking the standard model. So you,
Sorry, the standard model is based on an assumption. So is it a way of double-checking an assumption?
yeah,
It's a way of double-checking an assumption. So it's essentially useless.
Yeah.
no, it's actually extremely useful. Like you,
Sorry, what is the use of double-checking an assumption? What on earth are you talking about, you blithering idiot? What are you talking about? What are you on about?
A concept.
Hang on,
Can you
hang on.
talk-
One at a
can you
time.
talk one at a time, please. Yeah. So thanks, Anthony. The use of
You're just stuttering. What is the point of double-checking an assumption?
You said it yourself. It was based on an assumption. You assumed that we live on a sphere. You said it yourself.
yes, I do. I assume we live on a sphere. And
Right, so there's no science behind this whatsoever. It's based on Mick West's assumption. You're having a laugh, aren't you, fella?
we can.
What, are you just stuttering again? Are you having a laugh? I've had a lot of ball-tards assert that this is science, my friend.
The best way of checking it that I found is to use a distant island.
But
Like
you're
an
not.
island.
What the hell are you talking about? I want to know what your scientific evidence of R is, and you have asserted that this is a goddamn assumption. How dare you?
Isn't it?
How
Come
dare
on.
you tell other people to go and
Mick.
prove their Earth with your assumption and your rules of thumb? Who the hell
Well,
do
these
you
are
think
things
you
that
are?
You can check